Hello and welcome to Community with me, Melissa Sandfield. I am so excited because Valentine's Day is just 4 short days away. Are you excited? Are you all for Valentine's Day? Or are you against it? Well, I have 4 people here who are going to chime in, and at the end of this discussion, we're going to see if we can sway some of those people who want to burn Valentine's Day to the ground, and then we're going to see if we can convert the other people to say, hey, think about it another kind of way today. So we're going to start right away with our guest. I'm going to introduce them and let them tell you a little bit about themselves. Immediately here to my left, I have Alma.
Hello, my name is Alma Collins, and I'm a romantic, but I'm also practical. Been around a long time, so hopefully you'll understand or get my point of view about Valentine's Day.
Okay, good enough. And then we have Johnny Morris, the infamous Johnny Morris.
Thank you. Well, I'm Johnny. I'm romantic. I don't like to spend a lot of money though, but but you know, I think you can take one day out of the year to give props to somebody that's special in your life.
Okay. All right, we're going to get into that. And then on the other side, we have Jeff.
Hey, everybody, I'm Jeff. Sometimes romantic. Valentine's Day, once a year is enough.
And over to, you got a peekaboo over here to Tammy.
Not on the camera.
There you are. We got you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tammy. I believe that you don't need Valentine's Day to express how you feel, so that's my opinion.
All righty. Well, here we go. I have some facts that I looked up, and there were so many different things on Valentine's Day that it just was just too much to write. But I did understand that Valentine's Day is pretty much practiced all over the world. The only people who are really not allowed to celebrate Valentine's Day are the Muslims.
Really?
If you're a Muslim and you're caught, you will go to jail and you get the lashes. You get like hundreds of lashes. If you're a non-Muslim and you're in a Muslim country, you have to celebrate indoors. There are no roses in the stores, nothing red. They want everything out of the stores for Valentine's Day because they say it's part of Western culture. This is what I read today. So on Valentine's Day, the biggest thing that I always think about, and you all can tell me how you feel about this, is it's commercialized. Like, roses are almost $100 a dozen, and people buy them like they're a penny a pound. So tell me, what do you think about spending all this extra money for Valentine's Day for a dozen roses that, like this today, would be like $45?
Okay, I've been thinking about this, and this is how I stand. It's not fair for either person in the relationship to expect dozens of roses and diamonds and pearls and all this for Valentine's Day. But you could buy one rose. And Valentine's Day for me is kind of like, if you know this is something that your mate, likes, it doesn't hurt to do it. And you have to be inventive and creative. You can make breakfast. You can call during the day and say, I was thinking about you. I can't wait to see you this evening. Now, if you have a mate that's all about money, well, you know that when you got with them. But if you have a mate that you just love each other and you just want to show it, there's a lot of ways to show it. You can hide Hershey Kisses in her lingerie drawer, so when she gets ready for work in the morning, there's a little note or something. You do the same thing for your man. How about bring your man a flower? It kind of might throw him, but it's just an expression of love. So it's only as commercial as you make it, or it's only as commercial as you can afford to make it.
You go, sister.
All right. And Jeff, what do you say?
Well, roses die. So $100 for a dozen roses doesn't make any sense. I'd rather spend $100 on maybe dinner, a nice room somewhere or something like that. But roses die, so No, you're not going to get $100 dozen of roses from me, ladies. Sorry to say.
Ladies.
Oh, yeah, that's plural.
Okay. And Tammy, what about you?
I don't feel like you have to go out and spend that money on that particular day, because you should do that every day. I mean, I don't think you need Valentine's Day to express how you feel about me, because I'm the type of person I need to hear it every day. So, and that's just to make sure
Right.
we're good. So I don't think spending $100 just for that day is a way of saying you love me, because I'm already knowing that you love me, because we communicate that
That's
way
right, that's
on a
right.
daily basis. So if you want to show that you care on that special day, like she said, you go ahead and put chocolate here or do something nice.
Right.
But it's more about every day together versus
Yeah.
just that day. I don't really need that acknowledgement on that day. I need it every day. So.
Oh, okay. And J Mo, what do you say?
Well, Valentine's Day is sort of like a symbolic day that has been commercialized, but I think that every day you show expression of love to your significant other. However, young people have a lot of time to do that every day. You know, when you get older, you don't have really a lot of time for expressions every day or the money. But you can take one day out of that time to say you are special, and not spend a lot of money on gifts and flowers, but you can have a card or something to say that one day out of this year's time, you know, I just want to, you know, stop and say, you know, I'm thankful for you and I'm happy you're in my life. And, you know, people are saying Happy Valentine's Day. So, you know, to skip the, you know, spending a lot of money part, but just symbolic to take that time to do something special, even if it's a phone call,
Okay, so
which is cheaper.
So I keep hearing the thing about spending a lot of money. I keep hearing that. And that is not for me. Valentine's Day is a way to express your love. So if
Well, that's
you
what I said.
but so I keep hearing things about money. And then I also hear that as you get older, there's not enough time for that. I don't agree with that, and that's why relationships fall apart. It don't take nothing to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, baby, I was thinking about you." It takes nothing to do that.
Every day doesn't have to
And
be
I don't mean,
Valentine's
and
Day.
I don't mean every day. Come on,
Right.
you know.
Well, you take one day to make it special, because there are couples, you know, there are couples that have busy lives, and they try to take time out to say that you're special. But you know, when you have a life where people are doing a lot of things in their lives, that sometimes it just happens like that.
She's not hearing you.
No, because that's because then we're getting away from love. Love is a word of action, demonstrative. It don't take nothing to just to say hello, how you doing, baby, and you don't have to do it
Yeah,
every
that's
day.
free.
You don't have to
agree
do it
with
4 or
that,
5
but
times a day.
Should like Valentine's Day is commercialized, and if I love you, I'm gonna bring you flowers February 1st rather than Valentine's Day. It doesn't matter to me the day. I have a problem with the commercialization of Valentine's Day because it has gotten expensive.
Absolutely.
And $100 roses was just my example.
And that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. So therefore, some women don't appreciate it if a man go pick her some roses.
And see, then that's the wrong woman for you. That's when you got to understand your mate and what does your mate require, and understanding your mate. See, for me, I'm not high maintenance because I got mine, but I wasn't high maintenance when I was young, and I didn't, because I've been wined and dined, and he wasn't a good man. And then I've met men who they just didn't have it to give. So why would I expect it of somebody I love? So then you getting past just Valentine's Day, you getting into what kind of relationship you want, what kind of dude you want, what kind of woman you want. If you got the right person in your life, you. To me,
right person
you
in
need
your
to
life, there's no
understand
Valentine's
what
Day.
they need and don't need.
Because Valentine's Day should be every day for the
Absolutely.
right relationship.
Absolutely. So I just need some acknowledgement. But I'm older. I'm not thirsty. I'm not parched. I'm not needy. And my man knows me, and I know him.
Exactly.
So, and he knows me enough to know that I understand where he's at in his life financially. He knows he could take me to our favorite Chinese place. And I'm fine with that because it ought to boil down to just some acknowledgement and expression of affection and love. That's all it need to be about. And if you got a woman who demands diamonds and pearls and roses, or a dude who wants a gold watch on Valentine's Day and that don't sit right with you, then perhaps you have the wrong person in your life. And it's more than Valentine's Day. It's about relationship, and maybe you got the wrong person.
Yeah.
Tammy?
Yeah, no, it just goes with what I said. Every day I need to be told how you feel about me because I have no problem with expressing myself. So, again, Valentine's Day, like Jeff said, it is commercialized, but I understand it's a day that people want to go extra and above and beyond to acknowledge that special day. So I'm for it, but like you said, it's over commercialized, and, you know, at this point, people are robbing you just to make a profit. So it loses its meaning because of that. But
Okay, whose day is Valentine's Day? I'm just curious. Like, is that Women's Day?
No, not at all.
I'm curious because from
as
my
you said,
experiences,
you're not with the right woman.
right? Because
That's
from
right.
my experience, it seems as if I'm doing all the giving on dang.
Then you got the
Valentine's
wrong
Day.
woman then.
Wrong woman.
Well, okay, I can agree with that, but women nowadays, the millennials, something has changed. The moon shifted something, but women nowadays, it's really all about their mentality. I mean, yeah, I don't even want to talk about that because it could be another subject. But women, you know, I haven't ran across a whole bunch of giving women on Valentine's Day.
I have a
Valentine's
question.
Day.
I have a question to Melissa. Since you did some background investigation, where did this all start? What is it about? Where did it start?
Exactly.
A little man in a diaper with some wings and an arrow.
That would be Cupid.
No.
I know that Valentine's Day was started many, 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 many years ago, but it has a different variation throughout the world. And I forgot to look up, I didn't do a book report, but I felt like I kind of pulled out the things that were important. And the traditions are held in Asia, China, India, Iran, Israel, Japan, many other countries that I won't go into, and they all have a different type of tradition. So it did start hundreds of years ago, and it's just, you know, everyone kind of deviated off the path as to what fit for them and their culture. I did read that in South Korea, the 14th of every month marks a love-related day.
Oh.
So in January, it's Candle Day. In February, it's Valentine's Day. And then there's a white day, a black day, a rose day, a kiss day, a silver day, a green day, music day. And then they have, I can't read my writing. It looks like a love day. I don't know what I wrote. And then there's a movie day and a hug day. So there are different countries that do different things. And I didn't think that it was a Western tradition so much, but it seems like it is. But we've probably taken it a little bit further than many others.
A lot.
Everything. We commercialize everything. But I did a little research because I always do research when I'm going to talk about something. And there was a Saint Valentine during the Roman Empire, and he would marry people, Christians, and he got beheaded for marrying Christians. And there are actually two Saint Valentines, and they're not sure if there really were two or if the two got combined. But in terms of celebrating Valentine's Day, kind of started in the Middle Ages with handmade cards and gifts and things. And to me, that's the heart of what this Valentine's Day should be about. We live in America. Everything's about the money. They commercialize every single holiday that card companies have even made up holidays, grandparents' days, and all kind of stuff to sell cards. But that has nothing to do with how we choose to celebrate it. Has nothing to do with that. Just don't get caught up in, like Christmas. Just don't get caught up in it. Christmas ain't about Santa Claus. about Jesus. So just don't get caught up in it. Mother's Day, don't take your mama to brunch on Mother's Day. You be standing in line for 4 hours.
See, I think the problem with that is you have a lot of people who want to feel acknowledged on days like that, and I think that's where it becomes commercialized, because they know it's the same way like women want a title. So Valentine's Day is letting everybody know, I got a man, that's my man, and he's showing me something. So I think that's where it becomes commercialized, when it becomes about the roses, the diamonds, and all that other stuff, because I think at that point the woman is claiming a title. And
so it's the woman's day.
No, it's not. It can be the man's day too.
He's been waiting for you to say that.
It can be the man's day too, but you as a man need to step up and say, baby, this is what I want on Valentine's Day.
Come on now, that's
so
right.
You have to speak up just the way she's speaking up. I mean, I have a coworker who's reminding her husband, I just want something simple, a donut on donut day from Dunkin's Donut on Valentine's Day. Make sure you do that. Simple. If you want it, you have to ask for it. So again, it's about a title. It's just what I'm going back to, that I think that's why it's over commercialized, because it's a day that women can say and let the world know, I guess, hey.
A little bit,
it's the Women's Day.
I said I'm speaking for a woman, but if a man wants that day, he can say it too.
Jeff just wants to say
that day, but
it's a woman's day. He wants to say it's a woman's holiday.
Be mutual.
So
that's what I'm getting at, really.
On that, after we take this really quick pit bull break, we'll be right back.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pit Bull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pit Bull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pit Bull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pit Bull Energy Drink. Pit Bull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pit Bull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pit Bull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
Yeah. We are back, and this debate is getting very, very heated. Jeff says Valentine's Day is the woman's holiday, and I say I'm not on any side, so we're going to let them duke it out, and then we'll come to some common ground or understanding at the end of this hour. So you're saying it's a woman's day when you decide to take her and stand in line for 3 hours on Valentine's Day? Are you going to do that?
Yes, but it's as if the men are always taking the women to dinner. I just want to be taken to dinner one time. Maybe I want a dozen roses. Maybe I want a box of chocolates.
So what I say to you, you got to check the woman you with, because the things you said, I've done all of that. I've done that.
I've had a few.
I've done that.
Roses and chocolates, but I feel like it hasn't been an equal exchange. I feel like the men. It's more expected of us on Valentine's Day, as opposed to we don't have those same expectations from our women. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal to men, in my opinion, or at least to me. It's
what do you think, Johnny? You haven't chimed in a while. Are you changing your mind?
No. If you've noticed the way that they commercialize the day, when they have advertisements on television that are related to Valentine's Day, it always appears that it's the man giving the woman something.
Absolutely.
And that's how it's represented, even though I think probably the concept should be both ways.
Absolutely.
That's in my opinion. And not the way the media has presented it as a day that the woman gets the gifts and the flowers and the chocolates and so forth, so on.
But what about that commercial where the penguin is standing there?
He gives her the
little bitty diamond, and she's like, "Oh no!" The penguin goes to the other guy who has the bigger diamond. It's like a Jared Jewelers commercial.
Yeah.
And so even they're telling you like that animals won't even settle for less. This is the day that you have to pull out all the stops. You're going to stand in line for 3 hours at Red Lobster or wherever it is you go, and you are going to buy the cards and send the roses to the office and buy the candy and give her a great gift and the diamond rings. It's all about love.
But you know, there's some women that they prefer to go stand in that Red Lobster line for 3 hours. They don't want to appreciate the man that's going to make them the home cooked meal. There's women that prefer and actually, what's the word I'm looking for here? Yeah, they would prefer the man spend some money rather than do something simple at home.
Because spending
come on,
shows
ladies,
that you
let's
care,
not act
right?
like they're not out there.
I wouldn't
Pardon
mind
me?
having a special meal at home.
Right. Well,
But are you cooking it, or
No,
are you just
no.
going to be eating it?
Yeah, well, I don't cook. So anything outside of that would be special.
Oh, Johnny, you're high maintenance. You're high maintenance.
Yeah, top ramen.
College style.
Yeah.
So when we talk about Valentine's Day, and if you're married, that's a given. Okay, we know you're going to take your wife and you're going to be out with your husband. But what if you're not married and you're dating? So how does that play into it? Because most people don't just date if they're dating one person. What if they're dating 2 or 3 people? How do you pick the person who you're going to take out on Valentine's Day if you got to take somebody? How does that
that's
work?
when the guys like to be picked. Why we have to choose. Come on, ladies, say something. Everybody went quiet. What happened? Hello, Tammy.
I want to see where you're going with this.
That's what I was waiting on.
Right.
To see
Now.
where were you going?
I lost my train of thought.
You mean if the woman's dating more than one guy?
No, I was joking. If a guy is dating more than one woman, how do we choose which one we're gonna take out?
Well, that
That's a
depends
good
on which
question.
one.
Yeah, the ones you're more interested in. Yeah, I mean, it's that's a simple question.
But how do you
Yeah.
pick? Like, if you're dating Jane, Jan, and Janice, and that day comes, she's like, and Jane, Jan, and Janice are all like, I know Jeff is going to take me out. And then when that night comes and they're sitting at home alone, I mean, what do you do? Do you do dinner at 4? Oh, baby, I got to work later. And then you do dinner at 6. Oh, baby, I got to work tonight. And then you do dinner at 8.
I narrow it down to one.
Well, how do you
I'd have
choose?
to agree on that.
The one that I'm most interested in.
Yeah, the one that
One that I'm most
feels,
interested in that gets
a lot
that
for you.
day.
And so are other girls going to drop you? Or, I mean, that's the day, because my daughter, she has a show here, and she was talking about cuffing season. And she was saying that cuffing season is usually, I guess, when the summer's over and the winter time comes and you want to be with someone. You don't want to be alone during the winter months when we're kind of doing indoorsy things. And then if you make it to Valentine's Day, you've lasted past cuffing season. You've made it. You're in the finals. You're at the Super Bowl. You're in the playoffs if you've made it to Valentine's Day. So you get that one person.
So Valentine's Day is the end all be all?
It is, from what I understand.
For what generation of people are
Yeah.
we speaking on? Because that has to be a younger group of people to have that mindset. Because if you think you made it to February, that we good, yeah, that's a little.
Well, they were talking about it on The View, too. I didn't make it up.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, again, it's the commercialization of Valentine's Day. And if that's your goal, to make it there, to say that you're special, then you've got some really low goals. Because, again, I say it shouldn't be just about Valentine's Day. If I'm really into you, you're going to know that every day. That's really my point. Like, Valentine's Day is a day, and I don't mind going out for that day, but when it becomes super high expectations and the commercialization, and I better feel appreciated, to say the least.
That's fair. Yeah. So, okay, we talking about couples and relationships and all of that. What about if you single and it's Valentine's Day? What do you do? What would you do? What do you do for Valentine's Day?
It's called Single Awareness Day.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Valentine's Day just reminds me that I am single, so that's why I don't need it every day. I don't need that day just to remind me that I'm single. If I'm dating someone or I'm hanging out with someone, then that's just what we're doing. But I know we good because we communicate that every day. I mean, whether it's something that end up being 6 months to a year, it's about communication for me. So that day, I don't look for that to be a day that whoever I'm dealing with may decide to do something. Now, if that's what we discuss and that's what we want to do, we can do that. But I'm not going to put the pressure on whoever I'm dealing with, and I'm single, and expect that that's what we need to do right now to express how you feeling about me. If we ain't saying it every day, then that day doesn't mean anything.
Right.
That's kind of not what I meant, but at all.
Me, but you asked me about me and my
Yeah, but
day.
I don't think you got my question,
Oh,
because
okay.
we talk a lot about relationships and what we do on Valentine's Day. What if you're not in a relationship? How does that, like, what's fell over there? What's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff, are you in a relationship?
No.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
So, not being in a relationship, Valentine's Day is Sunday. How does that make you feel?
It doesn't bother me. That's what I'm saying, because I'm single, so I don't need that day to remind me that, oh, I'm special. Like I said, if I'm dating and I'm hanging out with whoever I'm hanging out with, that's why I said if we're talking about doing something on that day, we can, but I don't need that day just to say, hey, it's Valentine's Day, because it's as you said, it's a Sunday for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Me being single on Valentine's Day, what it mean to me?
I know it.
I'm going to save some money.
I already know that.
I'm going to save me some money on that particular day.
But okay, so if something special was happening on Valentine's Day and you're not seeing anybody, but it's on Valentine's Day, would the fact that you being single prevent you from participating in something?
Not at all.
Cool.
Not at all.
That's
because
what I was
love me
getting
more
to.
so than anything.
Come
so,
on now.
That's
right.
I mean, hey, I can be a third wheel on somebody. It does not bother me. If we going to do something, it's not about.
What I mean is, one year Raheem Devon was at the Gibson. I don't even think that theater. Yeah, I don't know if it's still there anymore. But I really wanted to see Raheem Devon. But I was single. And it was on Valentine's Day, and he sings sexy music, and he honors women in his music. So I thought to myself, it'd be cool if I had somebody to go with, but I'm not gonna miss seeing him because I don't have a Valentine's Day. So I got clean. I got clean as though I had a date, and I went to the concert, and I had a ball. Now it would have been nice to have a date, but I wasn't gonna miss that concert on Valentine's Day because I didn't have a date. That's all. That's what I was meaning.
Exactly.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, because that's the main thing. Like, you can give love, but if you don't love yourself, it's impossible to give someone else
Treat
love.
yourself.
Yeah, it's
That's right.
it's totally impossible. So I celebrate Single Awareness Day because I'm single, but I would not put any demands on any particular person to do anything on these special days because, again, like Alma said, for Christmas, I don't do the great migration to the mall like everyone else. I'm not programmed that way. So when these days come up, you know that they're here, you acknowledge them, but it's just a personal thing. What does it mean to you? That's it. So on that note, oh my God, we're halfway through. We have 30 more minutes to duke it out, and we're going to come to a conclusion at the end of this. We'll be right back in a moment.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. With a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pitbull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
And we are back. I have Tammy. I have Jeff. I have LaRon, my engineer. And then I have Alma here and Johnny, who's the station manager. So I had to include him in here because we always talk about different relationships and things like that. All right, LaRon, you had a question?
What's up, everybody? This is LP, LaRon Pierce, the engineer, the beast, or whatever. I got a question for all y'all. So, if you guys are single and all that, so what are you guys doing in Valentine's Day?
I'm going to brunch with my best friend. She's single.
Fair enough. Sorry about that.
So we're going to go to brunch. And I got a bad red dress. I'm going to put my red dress on. I'm going to lay my makeup. You know, and I have, it's not like there's no men in my life. I have like great friends. If I wanted a man with me, I could call a couple of my friends and say, hey, you know, will you go with me for Valentine's Day? And they would.
We go on a date with Tammy.
And they would. But
I'm available. I'm available. Tammy's your friend. I'm available.
So we're going to brunch. I'm cool with that.
And Johnny, what are you doing on Valentine's Day?
I'm going to Roscoe's.
Oh, Roscoe's.
Well, I will give a plug for Roscoe's, but some of the Roscoe's are doing something special on Valentine's Day.
Ask Tammy what she.
Tammy, what are you doing?
According to Jeff, we going out. No, as of now, I don't have anything set in stone, so I don't. It could be a day.
Well,
It's Sunday. It could be my relaxed day.
I don't necessarily have no real plans. Me and Tammy probably hang out.
What day does that fall on? Sunday?
it's on Sunday.
It's on Sunday.
What about you, Melissa, before I answer my own question?
I'm not going to do anything.
You would say that.
That's what I'm going to do.
Well,
What about you, young man?
well, it was blessed for me to have a Valentine last year. It didn't plan out what I expected, but it was cool. Because I never had one before until last year. It was cool. But this year, first off, Valentine's Day is not even a holiday. It's just something Hallmark made up. Come on now.
Now, let me ask you this. With you being the youngest guy on the panel here,
Yeah.
you dealing with these younger women.
Right.
Do you find that the younger women, your generation, are more appreciative or less appreciative of your generosities and your actions?
Kind of like both, but I don't really pay attention to the younger generation that much because I date older women that are older than me. So, yeah.
You said younger. He said older women.
Yeah. You didn't know that, Melissa? Yeah.
Another show.
So yeah, to answer my own question, so nah, but I'm gonna be watching Deadpool.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to Valentine's Day. When you're in a relationship, when you're not in a relationship, what it means to you. Do you spend the money? Do you stand in line for 3 or 4 hours? Or do you just say, hey, I'm going to wait till the next day. Baby, we're good. Do you say, the most special person in my life might be your child. You know, it might be your child or your mom or your dad. You know, it may be someone that's special to you that just doesn't have to be a loved one. Because in other countries, they do spend time, they put it more on the children. You know, it's all about love and affection, and it doesn't matter to whom it is. It may just be something special for your friends. Like you say, spend a day with at brunch with your friend. It may be just about loving on your people and your loved ones a little bit more on that day. So you guys agree with that?
Absolutely.
I do.
I do.
I put packages in the mail today to my grandchildren, 9 years old, 7 years old, and then the baby. He don't know it's Valentine's Day, but I sent him my outfit too. I put a card in the mail to my daughter. I have a card from my other grandgirl. I put a card in the mail to my love. I do this this is not, I don't do it just on Valentine's Day.
That was going to be my question.
But because there is a Valentine's Day, I do it on Valentine's Day too.
Okay.
But I do it, this is what I do. And I think, because it's still about love, and we have to keep it about love, not the commercialism. That's a choice we have to make. Don't get played, you know. And if you and it's about relationship. And if you with somebody who needs all of that, you know that before Valentine's Day. You know it at Christmas time. You know it at their birthday. If that's the kind of man or woman you have.
Well, someone's buying into it because the average spending is about $150 $46, and on the Northeast, on like New York, up that way. And then we have people here in California, they spend about $108. In the Midwest, it's about $116 average. And then down south, they spend about $128. So they've broken Valentine's Day down so much that it's they tell you how much you're spending by the region that you live in. And I think it was something like
$2 billion. I heard on the news today, $2 billion.
$2 billion. And England last year spent $1.3 billion just for Valentine's Day.
I heard on the news today, $2 billion on Valentine's Day this year.
That's
expected.
amazing. I mean, you can't figure it out that it's all about the money.
Well, like you brought up, it's a way to show love to families. So total, with the little outfits I bought my grandchildren and the cards, I didn't spend $100, but maybe I spent $70.
Yeah, it hasn't come and gone yet. You're going out on Valentine's Day, so you have to do your total spending cost.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
$147.
What I'm saying is it's not necessarily a bad thing that's the day.
No, not at all.
Because I wish I had a side gig where I could profit off of Valentine's Day. I've had some ideas.
Cut some roses.
And I so it's not necessarily a bad thing, and it might be a good thing for the economy, depending on what your economy is.
And what about these people who, we're in LA, so I know everybody does it like everywhere around America, I guess. When these people line up on Crenshaw Boulevard with hundreds and hundreds of baskets, and you see them out there late at night on Valentine's night still trying to sell this stuff. I mean, I don't know if they put it in storage until the next year or what, but why do they think that these people are going to buy all these? I mean, people, their expectations are so high that they're going to sell all of this stuff. But stuffed animals, I saw some in Walmart the other day. These stuffed animals were huge. And it's like, what do you do with these stuffed animals once Valentine's Day is gone? It just seems like it's just overwhelming and it's just too much. What do you think, Johnny?
Well, I have a quick question. When women get together,
Lord.
Women, they say, well, what did your man get you for Valentine's Day?
Yep.
There's a little level of expectation somewhere there. With, I don't think men get together and say, hey, man, what your old lady...
Last time I checked, I don't know about it either.
It's more like women will, try to brag, well, my old man took me out to Red Lobster.
It becomes a competition amongst the
girlfriends.
girlfriends.
A competition.
And the girls, I think that's a woman thing, but that I do think is a factor with some in some situations.
I think it is too. Yeah, what did he get you? Well, mine got me this.
That
We went out
competition.
here. I guarantee you, Crustaceans is going to be packed. Mr. Chow's is going to be packed. Maestro's going to be
Factory.
packed. I mean,
where you want to go?
Tammy says she's fine with being alone. Don't force her to go out and get her out of her comfort zone. We're going to celebrate Single Awareness Day as being single. Anyone else have any comment or a burning question that you might have for us?
Well, what about the people out there some people are actually going to be lonely on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Some guys will be sitting home lonely, sad, and depressed.
Guys don't have to sit at home and be lonely. That's
And some
for
women.
sure.
Is it a depressing day for women who are alone?
It depends on the woman. It depends on how much you love yourself. It depends on how confident you are in yourself. It depends on how needy you are. It depends on how much you need somebody to validate you. I'm older, so I don't really trip with all that. But when I was younger, there was some times when I had a guy friend. We're still friends after all these years. And I remember I was on tour with this show, and I was out of state, and we called to wish each other Happy Valentine's Day. And we made a pact with each other. This would be the last Valentine's Day that we would be single. Ha! Ha! And I'm sure there are some men, we're human. We want to be loved. We want to be appreciated.
Absolutely.
We
It's
feel
all
like
about
we matter.
appreciation.
And so I'm sure there's some dudes sitting at home, like,
They're
damn,
gonna
I wish
sit
I
at
had a
home because
lady.
they don't want to spend any money, because if a dude goes out 9 times out of 10, he's spending the money. So dudes stay home because they just don't want to spend the money. And it's women stay home because they don't have a choice because the man doesn't want to spend the money. And the men need to spend the money.
Yeah, it shouldn't be about the money, though.
It shouldn't.
Money's not an issue. It's just
No, it's
It's
what's in your
about
heart.
self-worth and how much you
just
value.
knowing your worth.
Matters. That if you feel like you want to spend X amount of dollars, you feel like you want to take an effort to do something special, that's in your heart to do that. You know, it's not a level of, should not be a level of expectation on either part to say, well, what did you get me, or what's up? You know, it's any effort that you take out of the ordinary, you know, is an expression of what you do.
It's kind of like a surprise, pretty much, on days like Valentine's
But
Day.
sometimes women say, I don't want anything, baby. It's okay, baby. I don't want anything. And then the very next day, they are fuming. I can't believe he didn't get me anything.
I can't stand when women do that. A closed mouth don't get fed. Men don't think the way we think. If you want something, tell your man what you want, where to get it, what size it is, if you got that kind of man. Now, some men are creative, and I've been blessed to date a few people.
Some men don't want to be told that either.
Yeah, so you have to, again, you got to know
ain't hearing you,
your
Johnny.
man. You got to know your man. Me personally, I wouldn't be with a man who don't want to do things with me.
Why don't you let him, if he feels like he believes that you deserve that, then he will do that. You don't have to say,
Some men you
want
do.
a
I
new car.
disagree. I disagree absolutely.
Well, okay,
Some
okay,
people
with
you
that
got to
being
tell.
said,
okay.
anybody that I'm dealing with, she really don't have to tell me what her needs are and what I need to be doing, because if I'm with her for a reason, because I chose to be with her.
Yeah.
So therefore, sometimes it could be a little bothersome of annoying when you come to me telling me what I should get you.
I don't mean it
gift.
like that. I don't mean it like that.
The gifts are from the heart. So if I'm with you and I decide to do something for you, it's not because I feel like I'm obligated. I'm doing it out of the generosity of my heart. I mean, because we're a couple. So a lot of times women put these enormous expectations on men, and then that changes the dynamics of the relationship. The moment women start coming with all these pressures and these expectations and telling me now,
I agree,
this is what I need to do and this is the direction our relationship is going in, rather than it taking its natural course, then it can become a problem when you start putting unnecessary demands, such as, this is the particular Valentine's Day gift I want. If that makes any sense.
No, I get what you're saying, though, but like, I was married for 23 years, and
After 23 years, you can tell me what you want for Valentine's Day.
No.
We got 23 years in.
But in the
you can't come
beginning-
telling me that in 6 months or a year. Like, hold on, baby, slow your roll. Let me choose the gift.
what I mean is this. Men and women think differently. So I've received gifts, and I appreciated the gift. But when I got the gift, all I could think of is, God, he really don't know me. That's all I'm saying. So if you can find a gentle way to fix that, I'm not talking about demanding. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But sometimes, because we don't think alike, and we don't.
Absolutely.
Or like if you buy me something for me to wear and it doesn't even fit, well, some kind of way you have to find out what my size is. I appreciated that you went shopping for me and you bought me this thing. I was dating this guy. He bought me this. We were dating. We wouldn't have sex or nothing. And he bought me this real sexy negligee thing, and you shouldn't have bought me that. And I'm just saying, I appreciate it. Was pretty, but you're not gonna see me in this. Because we don't got this kind of relationship.
Oh, I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
I know lingerie for a woman that I'm not going to see her in.
It was really sexy, and it's
Yeah, that
like,
was kinda
dang,
crazy.
you don't know me. That's all I'm saying. So
No, I agree with that move.
You know.
You know what? Just piggyback on that. I made that mistake once. I did. I messed around and gave a girl some lingerie and never seen it again.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and see if we have swayed any decisions about Valentine's Day. We'll be right back.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pitbull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
She does a lot of things.
We're back. We're all having a great conversation about what we are going to do or not do during Valentine's Day. And Alma's so excited. I'm going to have everybody come back, and we're going to just talk about plain old everyday relationships in another 6 weeks or so, which will be a lot of fun.
That'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be good. We'll have this great.
Yeah, I have a girl by then.
Yeah, maybe Jeff will have a girl, but you can't keep taking Tammy out and expect to get a girl, because when girls see guys with girls, they automatically think they're together. No one ever thinks you're just like friends. So that's kind of hard to do, Jeff.
I tell him that.
Yeah,
I do tell him that.
So we're coming into the last home stretch here, and I want to know, has anything that you heard today swayed your opinion about Valentine's Day? Do you think it's too commercial, or you're going to just sit back and watch everybody else enjoy? What are you going to do on Valentine's Day now? Has anything changed your mind that you've heard today?
In my opinion, I think it was really good to get different opinions, especially from a woman's point.
You love women.
Because men, there's a difference. We look at things a little bit differently. But I was really enlightened by the conversation to see, that there are other feelings about Valentine's Day other than, I got to go out and get some flowers and a gift and like that. That's changed my mind.
Oh, so you're going to spend a lot of money.
No. Maybe get gift certificate to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
I'll take it.
No, I mean, it goes back to the thought. If you're in a relationship and you really want to do that because you really feel that way about a person, then it's in your heart to do that. And that's my opinion.
Okay.
Then when it's like that, you don't think about the money.
Right.
You think about how the person is going to enjoy that. And if, like the young lady was saying here, if you've been with somebody long enough, you understand their needs and what they would like, because you should know them well enough to know what is appropriate and what they would really like, and that's what you go for. If you're going to do something on Valentine's Day, you're going to make it special.
Yes. Okay, and Tammy?
What I got from this is, Alma, like she said, being single and having brunch with your girlfriend or something like that, I'm now thinking I can do that. I mean, not that I plan to stay in the house or not do anything, but I can be more proactive and call a girlfriend or someone that is just as single as I am and see what they're doing and, get into something. But, I mean, other than that, it is a day that should be honored in the sense of the individuals or the couples. But, that's what I'm going to take from it, is to, be more active on those single years of when Valentine's Day come around, and reach out to a friend and say, hey, be my Valentine, so to speak.
Right, exactly. And Jeff?
What I take from the conversation is Valentine's Day, it's just another day. I look at it like my young fella said, it's not even a real holiday. You're not even off of work. You're not out of school. And you're my girl. Valentine's Day for you is every day. So I don't need a day to come for me to get flowers. I don't, because I'm a flower giver, And someone in this room might know that. I'm the type of guy that I give flowers. I do those things, and it don't have to be Valentine's Day for me. So I was messing around. I don't mind doing certain things for individuals on Valentine's Day. I like to consider myself a romantic guy. So if that will make my girl feel special, I'm all for it. It's just about really the person and how you feel about the person. Other than that, to me personally, it's another day, but I don't have a problem making my girl feel special on that day.
Oh, okay. Well, good enough. And Alma gets the last word.
You just made me smile so much.
Oh,
No, because
Alma.
that's what it's about,
That's
man.
all it's about.
It's just about love.
That's right.
You love on your family. You can, I'm in a dance class and I'm going to go downtown LA, get a bunch of carnations for all these ladies in the class because somebody may not have anybody to show 'em. It's about love.
So you're Cupid.
Yeah. So it really is about love. So whatever that means to you, then you work that out.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
you made me smile.
Well, I'm all about making
Yeah.
women smile. That's what I do.
Well, is that your final word?
Yes, until the next relationship show.
Yeah, we're going to do this again. This was a lot of fun.
Now that ought to be good.
That will be really good. So, Valentine's Day, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to go out with the masses? Or are you going to stay in? Well, me, I'm still going to call it Single Awareness Day, and I am going to promote it to the fullest. I would definitely say that, do whatever you like to do, but definitely love yourself every day of the year. But for Valentine's Day, maybe buy yourself some flowers for your dining room table.
That's right.
Maybe buy yourself a nice box of chocolates or whatever it is that you like. So if you are single, you can love on yourself. And if you're not single,
Absolutely.
find someone else to love on. It'll make you much, much happier, and it'll make your heart that much more happy. Until next week in the community, I want to say thank you to Tammy for coming in. I want to say thank you to Jeff for coming in.
Thanks for
and
having
thank you
me.
to Alma for coming in. And thanks to my boss, J-Mo, for coming in. And thanks to LaRon, the engineer, for chiming in.
Most definitely.
Enjoy your day. Whatever it is that you do, be blessed. And we will see you next time in the community. Bye-bye.